Let's have a look at this one. Question 7 on the worksheet C. A curve is given y equals to x cubed plus x squared minus 4x plus 1. We need to find the gradient at a specific point. The point is minus 1, 5. Given that the gradient at point Q on the curve is same as the gradient at point P, find as exact fractions the coordinate of the point Q. So how would we will do that one? So the first thing we will have a look is differentiate the curve. So let's find dy over dx. So y equals to x cubed plus a x squared minus a 4x plus a 1. Now that will give, now we need to differentiate. Obviously you need to write here differentiate with respect to x. And then you need to do differentiation. Now then you need to separate the differentiation, d over dx of the x cubed plus d over dx of the x squared minus d over dx of the 4x plus d over dx of the 1. Once you've done that one, you need to actually simplify. So that becomes a 3 comes out x 3 minus 1.
Do we have to do that long step?
Plus, 2 comes out x to the power 2 minus 1. Here the 4 is there, and then that's a d over dx of the x. Plus constant is 0. So that becomes a 3x squared plus a 2x minus 4, and that will be dy over dx. Now in the question it says at the point minus 1, 5. So the point P is minus 1 and 5. This is the point. So I'm just going to put that one here now. So dy over dx when x is minus 1. So 3 times a minus 1 square plus a 2 times a minus 1 minus 4. And when you put that one, you will get an answer. So when you simplify, you will get that an answer as minus 3. So if you plot that one, you will see that at that specific point, minus 1, the curve is going to be downhill. And it will be traveling 3 down, and 3 down and 1 on this side. So it will be like a very steep downhill curve. So 3 down and 1 on that side, 1 on this side. Okay, that's how it will look. Now you got here P is minus 1, 5. What is the significance of 5? Let's go back to the real equation, this one. And where is the 5? Okay, now let's put that one. Now here the point was minus 1, 5. This is the x value and this is the y value. In this equation, just put where there is x, just put minus 1. So minus 1 cube plus a minus 1 square minus 4 times a minus 1 plus a 1. When you put that in calculator, the answer for the y will be 5. So that's where this 5 comes out. That answer will be a 5. So which means when x is minus 1, the y has to be a 5. Given that the gradient at the point Q on the curve is the same as the gradient on the point P. The gradient at the point P, if you remember, the point P was 1, minus 1 and 5. And the gradient at that point was minus 3. The gradient dy over dx at the point P was minus 3. So we have these values already. It says like, oh, the gradient at the point Q is same as the gradient on the other curve. So I need to find out what are the 2 points which have the same gradient. I need to go back, look at my equation of the gradient. So let's go back. My equation of the gradient is this. This is my equation of the gradient. So I'm just going to copy my equation of the gradient. So this is dy over dx equals 3x squared plus 2x minus 4. And the guy said that it has the same gradient as the gradient of the p. So I need to find the x. So equals, instead of this thing, I'm just going to put minus 3 because that is the gradient at q. And then I got 3x squared plus a 2x minus 4. I will make this side 0. So 3x squared plus a 2x minus 4 plus 3. So I move this 3 on the other side. When I move the 3 on the other side, that minus 3 will become a plus 3. And then the equation will become a 3x squared plus a 2x minus 1. Now this is a quadratic equation. So this is a quadratic equation. I can solve the quadratic equation by using a quadratic formula. Now, how do we do a quadratic formula? Okay, the quadratic formula is in this form. X equals minus b plus minus b squared minus a 4ac over a 2a and square root sign. What's a, b, and c? The a is in this one, the a is this, the b is this, and the c is this. So if I write the a, b, c separate, a is 3, b is 2, c is minus 1. So I will put these in this value to find the x. So to find the x equals minus 2 plus minus. Now here, make sure you put the minus 2 in bracket and then square it. Minus 4 times a times the c. Again, c put in bracket. Otherwise, you will get incorrect answer. Because if you do minus 2 square like that, the answer is minus 4 in calculator. But if you do minus 2 square like that, the answer is a positive 4. Yeah. Over 2 times a. Now let's solve this one.
Minus 2?
Okay, so that's a positive 2. Yeah, not a negative 2. So that was my mistake. It's a positive 2 because I just copy from here. But the b is 2. In case if that was a negative 2, make sure you put in negative 2 and square. Yeah, so always put a bracket around that one. Now let's solve this one. I got a minus 2 plus minus 4 plus 12 over 2 times 3 is 6. So that will give me x equals minus 2 plus minus 16 over 6. X equals minus 2 plus minus 4 over 6. Once we got this bit all done, we need to actually get two answers. We need to get two answers. So if we go on the next page, I got the answer x equals minus 2 plus minus 4 over a 6, which means I need to do x equals minus 2 plus 4 or 6 over 6, and the other one x equals minus 2 minus 4 over 6. So minus 2 plus 4, that will give me an answer as 2 over 6, which means the x is 1 over 3. If x is 1 over 3, I need to find the y, but let's find the other x. Now here, it's going to minus 8 over 6. If I do simplify that one, that will give me x equals minus 4 over 3. Now I got 2 points for the x, but in the question it says find the exact fraction, the coordinate of the q. The gradient q on the curve, it is on the curve. So the curve equation for the curve is this. This is the equation for the curve. Let's copy paste the equation for the curve. Now this is the equation for the curve, and I need to find out the value of the y, the coordinate of the point q, when x is 1/3 or minus 4/3. So what I'm going to do is, in this, wherever there is an x, I am going to put 1/3.
Why is it?
Trying to wait for a break in your video.
No, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, I just realized minus 2 minus 4 is actually a minus 6. And that's not going to be 4 over 3. It's going to be... That actually make our life easy. I need to go back to basic maths. Let's check one thing first. Now, if you have a look at that one, this was your point P. This was your point P. So P was minus 1, 5, which means this point, this is the point P actually. Minus 1, and if I put minus 1 here, it's going to give me an answer 5 because it's already given in the question. So this is the one that I need to check. This is the one I need to check. So now, in this equation, let's put, wherever there is an x, you need to put 1/3. So, in this equation, wherever there is x, I'm just going to put this value. So, this value goes here. So, then I can do y equals 1/3 cube plus a 1/3 square minus 4 times 1/3 plus 1, and then you will get an answer. So now you got answer minus 5 over 27 for the value of the y. Let's choose blue.
Like the
Yep.
whole bracket is the whole
Yeah.
fraction is minus, yeah?
Now, so when you write that one, minus 5 over 27 is exactly same as 5 over minus 27. It's exactly same as, so up to you whichever way you want to write down. Yeah, you can put or this way as well. Yeah, so there are multiple ways of writing it down. Yeah, so up to you which way you want to write. I will prefer that one. Yeah, thank you.